Good morning, everybody. Welcome to week number 7, module 7 of EDU 600. As you know, this course is 7 weeks long, so we are entering the final week of the course. So just before we get going, I'd like to mention to everybody that if you have not received your grade from your experimental critique, it will be coming shortly. Today it is Friday morning, and about half of the assignments have been graded with comments and returned to everybody. If you have not received yours yet, stay tuned. They will be there shortly. It may be tomorrow morning, probably Saturday by noontime, and I will have everybody's comments back to you. And the reason I mention that is, you read my comments that are embedded in your paper, and please try to incorporate those into your final critique. So let's get right to week number 7, module number 7. This week is all about providing you ample time to actually write your final paper. And it's on action research, the final review, and the data matrix. And I will have the data matrix aren't even due yet, but I will have those turned around for you very quickly. I would say by Monday or Tuesday at the very latest of next week. So, like I said, the goal for this week is for you to have the time to finish up your data matrix and then get going on your final assignment. So there's the video that you're working, the goals for the weeks, and these tie in with what we started off at the beginning of the semester, the goals and objectives and the criteria tied in with the actual course. But understand various types of practitioner research, understand the steps in conducting practitioner research or action research. I usually use the term action research. I'd like you to read chapter 15, which is on action research. We have no. Oh, I have to correct something here. We have no There's no formal discussion forums this semester. This week. If you have any questions for me, or you'd like to schedule something to meet, go over something, I'd be happy to actually do that. So once again, I am available. So let's go through the details. So, as I said, read chapter 15. It's on action research, and I mention action research because it is a component of your final assignment. It's a component of the final paper, meaning, and I'll get to that, but basically I'm asking you to write 2 paragraphs on, okay, as the result of studying these 6 articles, what action research would you conduct moving forward? So it's not a research proposal. It is just your ideas on kind of what is missing, what you would do in the future. The big thing in this next week is write your final review, and that is due on the 18th. I think I'm going to change that right now. I'm going to change that to the 20th. So just to give you a couple more days to get this done. And the trouble with the final assignment and the due date is I have to get these grades in before I get going on the fall semester. And it's important that you are no later than August 20th. If you can get it to me sooner than that, that would be great. So here's the specific information on the actual final assignment, and I'll go into this in a little more detail once we jump down to the final research review. Action research. Complete the paper. It should be 12 to 15 pages in length, excluding the title page, matrix, and meaning what I mean by that is the revised matrix. I might have some comments coming back to you. I try to keep those comments to minimum to a minimum, but I might have comments, and I would like you to revise that if possible. But once you get writing, you might decide, gee, I wish I had substituted an article. You can go back in and put it in the matrix, substitute it, and that's what I'm saying, revise matrix. Just send me the most current up-to-date. And in there at the end, before you get to the reference page, there should be an action research proposal and, of course, references. So here are the headings, just some general APA style headings. Let me update this, and then we'll go back, then we'll go down to the bottom where we have the actual. So let me do this. I want to change the due date to the 20th. Give you 2 more days to get it done. And I want to update that. Okay, so here's the final assignment. You can look at this at length. Please take a look at it and let me know if you have any questions. You know, I put these in here, major course ideas that can be addressed in the final paper. So here is, you don't have to answer every one of these questions. These are just prompt to help you organize your thoughts, organize your paper. Review of literature, purpose, hypothesis, data collection, writing, analysis and results, writing. Here's some APA information on the actual assignment and how you should put them in. But I've pretty much made comments on people so far as the assignment goes. So before I get out of here, I wanted to just say to everybody, the information, this is probably the most difficult component of this paper, this final paper, is you figuring out how you want to write it. Meaning, we have all of the sections as they are laid out. You know, it could be, you know, the review of literature, purpose, hypothesis, research questions, collection, analysis. How do you think it was structured? Conclusions, recommendations, and then the research proposal. How are you going to organize talking about your 6 articles? Some people systematically talk about them all at once, but what I'm really looking for is you might say, you know, there's 3 articles that I had on that were qualitative and 2 that I had that were quantitative, and 1 that was some mixed methods. How can I organize it? There's three of these 6 that were pretty closely aligned, so I'm going to talk about each one of them. Now, in each one of the sections, you still need to talk about the research questions. You know, what was the purpose of the research? How did they collect data, etc. But it's up to you how you organize it. And I would encourage everybody to take a look at the interpretive review assignment here, and I'll go there in a second. So here's where all the information is here. It's also in the syllabus. There's also a course takeaway, and I'm going to, once again, I'm going to change that to the 20th because let's be consistent with everybody, with all of the work. Let's update that. And this is very simple. It's just I'm asking for your comments on the course, and you get a few points for answering that. And you know what I've seen, this isn't hard. It's pretty loose. And if you go there, you give me some ideas what worked, what didn't work, etc. You will be. Let me just jump into there for a second. Reflect on the course learnings, how it will apply to what you learned, what went well, what didn't, and what are the course takeaways. And if you do that, you're going to get 5 points. And that could be the difference between a B+ and an A- or an A- and an A. To me, it's pretty low-hanging fruit. So if you do have an opportunity and you feel like you need the points, please do that. So let me go back to Module 7. Here's the Module 7. Everything's laid out. I'd like you to take a look at the interpretive review assignment. We have exemplars in here. There's a lot of them. Things are old school, choosing a topic, the matrix, the review rubrics, and the template. So this template, from what I found, isn't the most useful, and I'll show you that right now. No, that's not it. Those are the courses that I'm offering. So here's the template for the matrix. And the reason I brought this up was and I've mentioned this before, certain people have blown this up and put it on their wall, and then they can see, oh, Article 1, 3, and 5 are really closely aligned, and somehow I want to talk about those in the paper. So let me get out of here, go back to our course site, and that is it. I'm trying to free up my schedule, and I'm trying to organize a couple of things right now, but I may, don't hold me to this, but I may hold a optional Zoom drop-in on Tuesday or Wednesday evening at 6:30 or 7. So that said, I'm not sure I can pull it off. So if you have any questions, any comments, any concerns, please reach out to me. We can schedule. I have quite a bit of availability. If you want to Zoom, you want to talk on the phone, you're just stuck on something, please let me know. And in the meantime, thank you for your due diligence with the course, and great job on the experimental research critiques. I was very pleased with those, and that's about it for me. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see everybody online next week, and I look forward to this is not the last recording I will have, but I look forward to reading all of your final papers. Okay, see everybody.